hold.
Welcome
1,
back to the Paycheck Podcast.
3,
On
and
today's
up.
episode, we have Eric, and he's going to go ahead and take us through a workout. Come check it out.
Squeeze and hold. Feel it back here. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Good. Come on. Squeeze. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Good. Squeeze this mid back. 1, 2, 3. Good. Again. Squeeze it. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's get 3 more. Come on.
There we go.
Let's get a squeeze. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 2 more. And squeeze it. 1, 2, 3. One more time. And big squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Up to the top. Grab that. Good. Nice. Right. All right. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3. All these upper back muscles are what we're going after here. 1, 2, 3. Big squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. 1, 2, 3. Come on. This is all we want to feel. Right back here. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze it. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 1, 2, 3. All back, all upper back. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Looking good. Come on. Squeeze. 1, 2, 3. 3 reps. Here we go. And squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. One more good squeeze. One more good squeeze. And 1, 2, 3. Bring it up.
Ooh.
Gotcha. Okay.
Felt
Good. Feel that?
I felt real good.
Yeah. Do you think you can go up another 10 pounds?
I can, yeah.
10. All right.
You all right, Coach?
Let's do it.
So when did you start working out?
1,000 years ago. Yeah, I've been lifting like, well, how long have you been lifting now at this point?
7 years, right? 7. I've been with you, what is it, 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, 3 or 4 years, yeah. Yeah, I started lifting when I was 16.
Okay.
I weighed 125 pounds, same height than I am now.
Dang.
Now I'm at 260.
Oh, big boy now.
Yeah, so I kind of ate myself and created another person,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
pretty
saying?
much.
So I was so skinny when I started, everybody said to me, oh man, you're wasting your time, bodybuilding's not for you don't have that kind of body. And then I turned, 3 years later, I turned pro. So
Oh, nice.
it was like, I was, been on magazine covers and this and that, so I was like, I showed you. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
That's you're natural, too. You were natural then, right?
I did. I turned pro as natural, and I stayed natural all the way throughout my entire competitive career. And literally, only now, like 6 years ago, did I just go on TRT, or testosterone replacement, just for my health.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I was always natural during my whole career.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, but I was all. I just wanted to show everybody who told me I couldn't do it. I think I did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I know you did.
I did.
Yeah.
So has it always been like this, like tempo workouts since you started?
I've always been, make sure you hold them for 3, Tim. Okay, so come down and hold it for 3. So I've always been very strict with form. Even when I was young and lifting heavy, I always made sure my form was perfect. But this tempo stuff and all the things that I do now, the different angles, is stuff that when I became a trainer,
Yeah.
I started to experiment, because I always felt like there was more to this than just the basic stuff.
Yeah.
So I started to learn the science behind muscle growth, why the body grows, what makes muscle grows, the different pathways. And so I started to formulate what I thought was a very scientific approach to training. So that's where all this came about.
Okay, nice.
That's it. 3, 2, 1. Come on, let's get all these upper back muscles. 3, 2, 1. Come on, Tim. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Come on, we're gonna work on this one. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. 2 more good ones. 2 good ones. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Show the judges when you're on stage. 3, 2, 1. Nice, Tim. Gotcha. Excellent. Good work.
Good.
Felt that one, right?
Oh, yeah. Felt it really good, yeah.
I'm gonna have to add this one into my regimen.
So we did 70 on the first set. You think 80 is good, or you feel you can go more?
80 is good.
80 is good? All right. All right, here we go. All right, same perfect form. Let's go. Squeeze it in and hold. 3, 2, 1. Think about all these upper back muscles. Right where my hand is. 3, 2, 1. We're just crunching this all together. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Come on. Let's work. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Dig in. 3, 2, 1. Yup. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. A few more. Come on. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Again. Come on. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna do 2 more. Big squeezes. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Perfect rep. Perfect rep. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Nice job. Nice job. All right. You're up.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, this one feels good. I like this one.
Yeah, it's a great angle. A little different than the normal pull down. 3, 2, 1. Again, we're focusing back here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Focus on all these upper back muscles.
Good stuff.
3, 2, 1. Good. Squeeze everything back on my hand. It's 3, 2, 1. Come on. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Squeeze tight. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Let's go to work now. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Right here. 3, 2, 1. All these muscles are long tight. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. We got 3 reps to go. Here we go. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 2 good ones. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Last one. And squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. There it is. Good job. All right. All right. So all we'll do on this one. You like that one? Was that good?
That was good.
Yeah, it was real good.
I'm gonna add that one.
It's a great angle.
Feels more natural.
It's a little bit more natural, and it's, you know, anytime you change the angle of movement so that the angle of pull or push is different, you're going to affect different muscle fibers.
Yeah.
So when people just do the same thing over and over again, the same lat pull down, same angle, same grip all the time, they just keep hitting the same muscle fibers, and the body just gets tired of it. It just gets over it. It's just like, well, we've done this before. We don't have to grow anymore. But when you start affecting new muscle fibers you've never hit before with different angles, then you can start growing. That's how you reach your potential.
Yeah.
You know, when you hit all the muscle fibers. So that's why I'm constantly changing angles and stuff.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
definitely add this one into
Yeah, this is a great
the
one.
routine.
Here comes another really good variation. All right, so this is a variation on when you do regular seated cable rows and you're sitting down. This is a great variation on that movement. So instead of doing what we always do, which is, basic seated cable rows, which is a great exercise, of course, what we're going to do is we're going to change the movement. So you're going to start, instead of starting up here, you're going to go all the way forward. So your start is here at full stretch. And then you're going to bring the bar in without sitting up. It's going to come right here. You're going to down to full stretch. Stay here. Bring it right into the lower portion of the chest. So you're not going to go from here and then sit all the way up. Here, keep the torso. Squeeze it here, okay? Now what we're gonna do though, to make it fun, is we're gonna hold that stretch position for 3 seconds. So we're gonna go out here. 3, 2, 1, then we're gonna squeeze. Okay, so we did this, over there we did the contraction, here we're gonna do the stretch. All right. Let's just try real light first and make sure you.
Where are we at?
It's not that, it's a pretty light stack, so you should be okay.
All right, let's see. Let's see.
I think you could do it. Put your feet there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Come on, Tim. That's right. You got it.
So now you're gonna stretch
Lightweight.
all the way forward like you're at the beginning of almost like a pull down. Let it go all the way forward. There you go. That's where you're gonna start. 3, 2, 1, and then squeeze it in.
Right here. Okay, let me get my.
Yeah, just get yourself comfortable in
Okay,
there.
let's go. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll just. Right here.
Yep. Does it feel? Can you control this weight? Are you good with it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
So get your stretch. 3, 2, 1, and then right into that lower chest. Yeah, good. All right. Now we're focusing right here, right on the lats.
Okay.
Squeeze. Right there. Good. Go out. Hold your stretch for 3, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. That's it. Really let those lats pull out. Stretching. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze in. Oh, you got it, Tim. You got it. In control. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze in with those lats. Good. It's going to give you a real tight contraction. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze in. Yeah, buddy. Good. Totally different angle here. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze in. Yep. Come on. Stretch it. 3. Nope. Hold your stretch.
Okay,
It's all right. That's all right. It's all right. Go. 3, 2, 1. Oh,
There we go, there we
good.
go.
2 more times. 2 more times, Tim. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze in. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and just hold this last stretch before you put it down. To the stretch. Go to the stretch and hold it for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. There you go.
That's good. Easy
Yeah.
money good, yeah. Really good.
You feel that in the lats, like right up in there.
Especially to stretch out when you're stretching out.
When you stretch out, it really.
What made you want to get into bodybuilding?
I was so skinny when I was a kid. I was athletic. I was great at sports. Make sure you hold your stretch for 3, and then let me just make sure he does this right first. You can come up a little bit. So stretch, hold it for 3, 3, 2, 1. Just rise a little bit right there. Good. So I was really skinny, and I was picked on. I was getting picked on by a lot of guys, bullies in high school and stuff. So I started with martial arts. Eventually became a black belt in Taekwondo, but I was still skinny. And one of my instructors in Taekwondo started bodybuilding, and I saw him growing, and I was like, oh man, that's so cool. And then he opened up a gym. So I started training in his gym when I was like 16 years old, and I just wanted to I guess create an armor.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't like being skinny, I didn't like being picked on. So I started off in high school as like the skinniest guy. I ended high school as the biggest guy.
Nice.
So it was good. And the guy who used to pick on me the most, one of the last few days of high school, came up to me and he goes like this. He puts his hand out for me to shake his hand, and he goes, I'm sorry I ever picked on you, because I don't think he didn't want me to kick his ass.
Yeah,
which I never would have, because I wasn't that. But it was nice validation, you know?
Yeah. That's pretty badass.
Squeeze in, buddy. Good. You stretch, hold. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze in tight. Nice. Looking good, looking good. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze in. Let's get 3. Let's get 3. Come on. Stretch. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those lats. Good. 2 more times. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze in. Lats. Good. Good. Right there. Last one. Stretch it. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze in. And then we're going to hold the final stretch before you put it down. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let me just move this back a little bit because I think it slid forward a little. Okay. All right. So find that nice over position. So you're getting a full stretch through here. 3, 2, 1. Just come up slightly and squeeze. There it is. You're gonna keep that squeeze in here. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze here. There you go. All right. 3, 2, 1. Yep, you got the form. Good. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Squeeze it in. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it in. Very good. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those lats. Good. Really targeted training right here. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it in. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Good. Squeeze it. There you go. Let those lats stretch. 3, 2, 1. In. Excellent. Come on. Again. Stretch it. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it.
Pump now.
Yeah, buddy. Come on. Let's get 3 perfect reps. 3, 2, 1. Big squeeze. Good. Stretch it. 3, 2, 1. Big squeeze. Good. Last one. Stretch it. 1 and in. Squeeze and then hold your last stretch for 3. 1, 2, 3, and release. Good.
Woo.
Feel that?
Yeah, that felt good. That felt real good.
All right, Tim, what do you say? Same weight or you want to go up a little bit?
Good weight. It's good weight.
Good weight? Okay.
Yeah, it's good weight.
Yeah, I want you to do it right, so I don't care what weight you use. You know that.
Yeah,
I want you to do it right.
Yeah. Form is everything.
All right, get back there so you can.
Yeah, appreciate that.
All right.
How long you been a trainer at the Dragon's Lair?
It's like 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. And
Why'd you pick the Dragon's Lair?
When I first got to Vegas, make sure you hold for 3 and then squeeze in. When I first got to Vegas, I know the owner here, Flex Lewis, and he welcomed me to the gym. He said, Eric, I want you here. I want you to train here. And it really was where everybody was when I started. Since I've been here, like 5, 6, 7 gyms have opened up, so it's become different. Everybody's kind of spread out.
Right.
And I train at other places, but this is still always going to be my first home, you know, my home away from home. I think the people here, everybody here,
Nice environment.
the environment, and everybody's serious.
Right.
Everybody's serious that trains here, so it's really, really cool. And Flex Lewis is one of the best guys you ever meet. He's so good, him and his wife. Come on, Tim. Good. Let's get a few more. Stretch. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze in. Come on. Give me 2. Give me 2 good ones. 3,
Yeah, it blow up.
2,
You can-
1. Squeeze. Come on, Tim. One more. One more. Let's work. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. And then hold your last stretch. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Want to bump it up, or stay?
Yeah, that's fine right there.
Good. He's like, all right, I'm staying there. Those stretches hurt. They're no joke. All right, same thing. You did great the first set. Hold it for 3. 3, 2, 1, and I want you to squeeze right there. Good. Stretch it. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. You got it. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Right in those lats. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Good, buddy. 3, 2, 1, up a bit and squeeze. Yep. You got it. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Come on. Let's go to work now. These are the growth reps. 3, 2, 1, squeeze. Come on. You really want to get that stretch. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Come on. Let's get 3 good reps. 3, 2, 1. Big squeeze. Come on. Work for 2. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Last one. Come on. Let's go. Big lats. 3, 2, 1. And that's you. Squeeze and hold it for 3. 1, 2, 3. Relax. You got it.
We'll go up one.
You'll put it up one? All right, so we got a brave one here.
Yeah.
He's going up.
Let's go.
All right. Here we go, brother. You know what you got to do.
We working.
3, 2, 1, right here. Good. 3, 2, 1, squeeze. There you go. 3, 2, 1, squeeze. That's it. 3, 2, 1, squeeze. 3, 2, 1, squeeze. That's it. Big stretch. 3, 2, 1, squeeze. Right where you feel the stretch is where you want to feel the squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it. Yeah, buddy. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Yep. A few more. Come on. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Again. Stretch. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. All right. We're going to get 3 perfect reps. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Big squeeze. Come on. 2 good ones. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Good. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. Hold your last stretch. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, buddy. We're good.
good.
All right. Let's move on. So I should, am I still mic'd? Until now?
Yeah.
I just want to mention, because it's important for people to know that, one of the most important things about holding that stretch on any exercise where there's a good stretch involved, when you hold the stretch like that under tension, that actually is a really, really strong signal for muscle growth. When a muscle stretch under tension, it traumatizes the fibers, and it also causes the body to release a lot of a hormone called IGF-1.
Okay.
IGF-1 is very, very strong for muscle growth.
Yeah.
So it's been shown clinically that when you hold stretch under tension, like they used to do experiments years ago with birds where they would just hang a weight on their wing. So the bird was just forced to be at stretch all the time. And the bird's wing grew like crazy. The muscles in the wing grew like crazy. So they realized that when you stretch a muscle under tension the way we're doing here, that's a trigger for muscle growth. So it's a great thing to include in workouts. And it's why I do a lot of stretch movements with holds in my workouts. So
Nice.
just
That
something
makes
that's good
sense.
to know.
That's kind of what I've done with a lot of with like myself and clients is a stretch.
Yeah, that stretch
Always-
component, especially with some movements there really isn't a strong stretch.
Yeah.
But on movements where there is a strong stretch,
Makes a difference. I
make a
feel
huge
like.
difference to pull the muscle out. But that's the reason why it's so good.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right, let's move on to a row. All right, so the reason why anyway that I put those under there is because some of these machines, they're angled up so much, you're not working very much against gravity, so it's pretty easy to pull. So what I did is I actually dipped it down a little bit so you're working a little bit more straight up and down to increase gravity, so there's a little bit more pull on the
Okay,
muscle,
makes
you know?
sense. Okay.
So that's why I did that. So what we're gonna do is, you can I like to do them standing, you could do them seated if you want, like this. I actually prefer to be back like this. That's up to you. And we're actually gonna go here to a medium wide grip. And we're just gonna squeeze back right here. We're not gonna hold anything or anything. We're just gonna do good, clean reps. Make sure you do a full stretch at the bottom, full squeeze at the top. That's what we're looking for. I'll start with one plate. See how that feels. All right. You're first, bro. That's the order.
So when you do a lot of
hear you.
programming, your workouts, do you fluctuate the tempo for each exercise depending on the exercise?
It depends. Sometimes let me just make sure he does this right before I make sure he's good with this. Is that okay, Tim?
Yeah, we're okay.
Okay, so just give us some good reps here. So when I do my programming, I try to change everything around a little, depending on the experience level. If somebody is a beginner, then I don't need to do so many changes because the body's not adapted yet. So really just good progressive overload works good for a beginner. But as you I work with more advanced people generally. So yeah, I usually set the tempo and I change the tempos different every single week. And some exercises I'll emphasize certain techniques like we did. Some of them I'll just want to use straight good form. Just depends on the day and it depends on where I am in their workout cycle. I always look back on what I did the week before with everybody and then based on what I did the week before is how I make my adjustments for the next week.
Okay, makes sense.
And Tim's exhausted, and I talked through the whole set. You did good. I'm sure you felt that.
Oh, yeah.
This angle is really good.
Yeah.
All right, your turn. Good. Again, we're looking upper back, a little bit lower than the pull downs, so a little bit more mid upper. Good. Just give me good clean. There you go. That's nice. So as you guys can see, he's going to full stretch at the bottom. He's not doing a half rep crap, and he's pulling all the way back, his elbows back until he's getting full contraction in all these smaller muscles of the back, the mid traps, the rear delts, the rhomboids. Good. Squeeze it up. Looks good. Come on. Squeeze it up. As you guys can see, his form also, he's taking time on the negative portion, and he's squeezing. He's muscling to the top. He's not throwing it. Squeeze. Let's get 2 more good ones. Here we go. Up. Squeeze. I'm giving him a little bit of help at the top for the contraction. And up. Squeeze. Looks good. Okay. Lock it in. Nice job. Okay. All you now. Good. Full stretch. Squeeze it. Don't throw it. Just contract the muscles. I call it muscling it up. We don't want to use any momentum. We want to make the muscles contract forcefully to bring the weight to the top. Those look perfect. So you guys can see again, he's going to full stretch. He's coming up, bringing the elbows up and getting a deep contraction. This is far more effective than using 3 times as much weight or 2 times as much weight and doing half reps. That's not fully working the muscle, not fully fatiguing the muscle, or hitting all the fibers. This is hitting all the fibers. Come on, squeeze it up. Yep, come on. Squeeze it. Good. Let's get 3 good ones. Up. Good. That's all you. Squeeze. Up. One more time. One big squeeze. Up. Very nice. Good job.
Woo, that felt good.
Real good.
You up next?
Tim, you ready? We do another one?
Yes, sir.
Tim's always ready.
That's it, too.
He's born.
Born ready.
Yeah, let's make life easy.
Yeah.
You got it.
All right, boss. We got it.
Okay, here we go. Got to build those mid-back muscles, bro. So when you turn around and you're presenting the back, the judges need to see all the separations and the thickness here from the mid-traps out to the rear delts and the rhomboids. It's very important for your class because you don't get to flex. You just stand. You got to have the muscularity without flexing. Squeeze it up. Looks good. Come on. Full range motion. Squeeze. Nice, Tim. Come on. Squeeze. Good. Here we go. Up. Good. 2 more times. 2 more times. Here we go. Up. Last one. Come on. Up. That's it. Very good. Nice. You want more weight? Is this good?
That's good.
He says that's good, guys. That must mean it works. It's working. It's working already. Whenever somebody tells me, no, I don't want any more weight, I know it's because they felt that first one. Squeeze. Good, buddy. Come on. And I always tell people, form over weight, always. If you can't do a weight in proper form, make it lighter.
Yeah.
Good. Full range of motion, squeezing to the top. See how he's going to full stretch? A lot of people don't go to full stretch. Studies will show that full range of motion affects more muscle fibers than partials. Partials are okay at the end of a set when you're exhausted, but not through the whole set. Come on. Let's go. Squeeze up. All right, here we go. 3 good reps. We're gonna go nice and high. Up. Squeeze.
Push,
Come on.
push, push.
2 more. Up. Squeeze. Last one. Let's get that back. Up. Right there. Good job. Beautiful.
There you go. We'll go 10 more.
See, the brave one. I knew you were going to ask for more weight. I just got to find the 10. I got one.
Time to get it.
All right. We'll put on the 10.
Perfect.
But the form's got to stay the same.
Perfect.
You didn't tell the coach.
All right, here we go.
You didn't tell the coach no.
Big squeeze. Yeah, that's it. That's how you do it. And guys, you can also see when he's doing this,
Right.
when he comes to the top, he's not lifting his body, his torso is not coming off of it. All he's doing is pushing his chest out and arching back a little bit, which gives him a better contraction than if he stayed all the way forward. Squeeze, good, come on. Killing these upper back muscles. Yep, still strong, you got some more. Squeeze, come on. You got more, come on, squeeze. Again, up. 2 more good ones with me, come on. Up, squeeze, one more time. Up, big squeeze. There it is, good job. Woo. That's it. Sweet.
Ooh, that felt good.
All right. Let's say 70. All right. Okay.
Thumbs are up too, right?
Yeah, now start with the bar about eye height,
Eye height.
and you're gonna just bring it down. Is that too heavy? I can go lighter.
Let's drop to about 50.
Okay.
Just so I can get it.
Listen, it's a much more strict movement, so.
Just so I can get it.
No, I don't, like I said, I don't care about the weight, I want form.
Right. Yep.
Okay?
Okay, got it.
Yeah. You're pulling from here, very upper lat, teres muscle. Squeeze, control it up to eye level. Right here. Squeeze. Good. You feel that already in here?
Oh, yeah.
That's the form right there. So guys, you can see, because I have them up against the bench, the torso can't move at all. The movement is very, very strict. There can't be any momentum or swinging. It also places your torso in almost the perfect position to get a good stretch and a good contraction. Come on. Squeeze it in. Good. And then I got 3 more here. Here we go. 1. Good. I'm not doing anything really, just guiding. 2. 1 more. Squeeze on the lats. 3. Good. And up to the top. You can flatten that bench out. All right, I'll grab that from you. Okay, so we're supersetting. Let's go. All right. So take about a shoulder width underhand grip. Put your feet up again. Okay, you're gonna pull into, just lean back a little bit, right there. Pull into that low chest. There you go. And again, we're working the lats, but we're getting a little lower, a little bit closer to where the lats will attach or insert. Squeeze it in. Good. Body stays in that position. Chest stays high. Good. Always want to keep the chest high for the contraction, a slight arch in the lower back, and he's going to go to full stretch. Squeeze it in. Good. Now really hit the width, the meaty portion of the outer lats. First movement was very high up, and this is coming down a little bit lower. Squeeze. Good, Tim. Come on. Let's go. Squeeze. All right, last 3. Last 3. Give me 3. All in the lat. 1. Focus into the lat. Mind muscle connection always. Last 1. And there you go. Nice. Careful. Up to the top.
There we go.
Are we pumped?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Tim, can you hand me that little straight bar? All right.
That was good.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
All right. Start around eye level, right there. And squeeze down and in, right there. Focus your mental connection right here.
Okay.
Squeeze. This is gonna build a lot of width. There you go. Control. Got good control on the negative and good control on the positive portion of the rep. Squeeze it in. There you go. Come on. Squeeze it in with those lats. Yep. Good focus. Squeeze it in. Nice. Squeeze. Good. Let's get 2 more of these before we switch. With the lats. Squeeze. Yep. 1 more good one. And we'll switch it. And squeeze it down. Nice job. Bring it up. I'll grab it there. Good. Okay. All right. Just flatten out the bench. Okay. Underhand grip. Sit back a little bit. Put your feet up there so you don't slide forward. You're gonna lean back just a slight bit right there. Keep the chest high. Squeeze into the lower chest. Good. Right there. And we're gonna work right into the lats here. A little lower. Squeeze in. Beautiful. Full range. There you go. You want that squeeze. Good.
So what made you want to be a coach? I'm sure you had your own journey, and then one day you were like, I'm going to coach.
You know what happened is that when I started winning competitions when I was young, and people saw me changing in the gym, and they saw like my technique was always really good, and they even saw when I was on stage that I posed really professionally, people started coming to me and asking me, can I help them? And this is really before like coaching was a thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I always wanted to help people. So I started helping people, with their posing a little bit, and then maybe giving them some advice on training. Then it was a little bit more formal, like, oh, can you do a diet for me? Then I started saying to myself, oh, shoot, this could be a business,
Yeah.
So then it kind of became a business. I opened up my own training studio.
Nice.
So I started doing that and doing more personal training. And then the whole online thing happened, like in 1998 when I finally learned what a computer was. And I think I was one of the first people who started doing online coaching.
Oh, nice.
And that became a really, really big thing. So
Yeah.
I kind of just fell into it, but I've always been the kind of person who likes to help people,
Yeah.
who likes to give back and share knowledge, especially in bodybuilding, because there's so much crappy information out there.
That's what I find. It's hard to siphon
Come on.
what's true and what's not.
Exactly. Looking good, buddy. Come on, a few more. Squeeze it in. Good. Last 3. Give me 3 good ones. Come on, squeeze it in tight on those lats. Good. 2 more. Squeeze. Last one. And squeeze. You got it, buddy. Good job. Careful putting it up. It really took off for me, though. When I moved to California,
Yeah.
and I started working at a Gold's Gym Venice,
Okay,
the Mecca,
Yeah.
and people started seeing my stuff there, and I started working with pros and stuff like that. That's when it became really, really big,
we came for.
and people started to seek me out for my knowledge and stuff like that.
Nice. That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
I started filming.
We implement these. Started doing these.
Started filming videos with my videographer.
But we're doing different.
Then it got really big when Jay Cutler.
Right.
Yeah.
I got on Jay Cutler TV, and I was the only trainer on Jay Cutler TV to be filming videos.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
So I was on Jay Cutler TV filming every single week for like 4 or 5 straight years,
Oh, damn.
and I became real close
How
with
was
him.
that? How was that experience?
That was awesome because, I always had so much respect for Jay. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
And to be asked to be on his channel and knowing that I was on his channel was it was an honor for me. Even though I'd been doing it for so long,
Yeah.
that's a big channel to be on. You go to a channel that at the time had like 500,000 of subscribers. Now it's probably more like 1 million. And it was great because, not only was it great for me, but it was giving the channel a lot of views. And one of the things that Jay said, he goes, I want my channel, back then, he's like, I want my channel to be not just me, I want it to have the best of the best on my channel, showing people what to do. And so the opportunity was amazing, and it was great filming with him for like 5 straight years.
That must have been cool.
Yeah, and you could still go to Jay Cutler TV on YouTube, and if you look at his playlists, there'll be a playlist called Be Built by Broser.
Oh, okay.
Either Be Built by Broser or Broser Built, and there's still like 100 videos of me training like tons of the top people on that channel.
That's badass.
So it's really, really cool, you know. All right, your turn. Let's do it. Let's build those lats. So you want to start about eye level, yep, and then squeeze down with the lats so you get to good contraction at the bottom. Squeeze in here. Yeah, I can feel it. You got it. Squeeze. Yep. That's it. Squeeze it in. Yep. Focus all your energy into the upper lats. Good. Squeeze down. Good. Try to think about contracting the lats, and that's what's bringing it down. Try not to let the triceps become involved. A lot of people do that. Squeeze it down. So as soon as you get to the top, think, okay, lats, and then I'm going to squeeze with them. There you go. All right, 3 more. Come on. Squeeze it. Good. 2 more times. Good form, good form. Eye level, squeeze. Good. Last one, buddy. And squeeze. That's you. Nice. Come up to the top. Excellent. All right. I'm going to give you 110. All right, so underhand grip about shoulder width. Feet up. And leaning back just a little bit right there. Keep the chest high, pull down to the lower chest. Good, elbows are close to the body. And like I said, we're gonna focus now right here for the lats, mid-lat area. Good. Stretch, squeeze. Squeeze in, that's it. All back, no biceps. When you do these movements, you want to think about pulling with your elbows. You're pulling back with your elbows. You're not pulling with the arms or forearms. Think about just pulling the elbows back. The hands are just hooks on the bar. There you go. Squeeze it. Nice. Yep. Come on. Squeeze. Good. Make sure that chest stays high. So your rib cage is out. There you go. Slight arch in the lower back. Better contraction. Squeeze. Good. Let's get 3 more good ones. Squeeze. Back. Slight arch in the back. Chest high. Squeeze. Good. One more time. And squeeze. Good job. Good. Feel that combo?
Oh, yeah, that felt good.
All right. Good. All right. Let's do that one more time, and then we'll go to biceps.
No, this one.
Oh, there it is. All right, Tim, we'll stick with the weights you used.
Oh, yeah.
You start adding all of these.
Huh?
I'm gonna add all these.
All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
For myself and my clients.
Come on. Come on, we gotta win every show this year. Come on. There you go. Squeeze with the lats. Stretch, squeeze. Good. All your focus is up here. All your focus is right there, and I can feel it. Here's where you want that contraction. Squeeze, good. That's it, Tim, come on. Come on. Let's go. Defying age, better every year. Squeeze. Come on. Squeeze it. Control and squeeze it. Last 3, come on. Squeeze, Tim. 1. Get it. 2, one more good one, and we'll switch. And nice job. Perfect. Good. Okay. All right, let's hit it. Got shoulder width. feet up there to stabilize. Slightly leaning back. And you arch the lower back a little bit. Keep the chest high when you pull in for a better contraction. Good. And again, now we're focusing here. Right there. Mid-lat. On the way down. Squeezing it. Good, Tim. Come on. Arms, those hands are just hooks. You're drawing the elbows down. You're drawing the elbows down and back. Good. Squeeze. Come on. Squeeze. Yes. Contract that muscle. Come on. Good.
There we go.
Make sure you get a full stretch. Squeeze. Let's go. A few more. Squeeze. Good. Last three. Last three. Here we go. 1. Come on, Tim. Get it.
Go. Push,
2.
push, push.
Let's go. Let's go. We got shows this year.
Easy money.
That's it. Good job.
Perfect. Woo, you working now.
That's right.
Good, good, good.
All right. Were the weights that I had for you last time good? They
Yeah,
felt
that's
Okay. All right.
Kicking my butt.
Let's do this. Okay, high level. Here we go. Squeeze in. Oh yeah, that's it. Nice. That's the form. That's the form right there. Come on. Get it. There you go. Right there. And squeeze here. Good. Connect. Make that connection. Yep. Come on. Focus. Squeeze it down. Come on. Oh, you're working with that weight. Come on. Look at that. Good control at the top. Good. See, guys, as he's doing his negative on the way up, he's really controlling it and going slow. He's not just letting it fly. That's very, very important in any exercise. That negative is even more important than the positive rep. Squeeze. Good. Again, come on. All in the lat. Squeeze. Yes. Good. Come on. 2 more good ones and then we're gonna switch. Here. Squeeze it in with the lat. Good. 1 more time. Come on. Stay in it. Stay in it. Squeeze in. Let's get that nice control up to the top. And you're good. Okay. Beautiful job. Careful up there. Good job. All right. All right, my friend, here we go. There. Good, good torso position. Squeeze, that's it. Chest is nice and high. Slight arch in the lower back. That's how you get that contraction. Squeeze it in, that's great. I like those reps, I like those reps. That's spot on, that's spot on. Just let those elbows ride along the side of the body. And contract those lats. Squeeze. Yep. It's good. Come on. Concentrate, squeeze. Concentrate, squeeze, yeah. Squeeze, good. Come on. Still good, you got more, come on. Let's go to work. Squeeze. Yep, stay focused. Squeeze, nice. We're gonna do 5. I wanna see 5 perfect, let's go. Squeeze, 1. That's it. Again, watch how he's moving, nice and slow. There is no momentum here. This is all muscular action. Come on. Nice, 2 more times. 2 big squeezes. Yep, 1 more time. And finish with a squeeze. Nice job. Careful going up. All right. Beautiful. Really good. Really good.
How would you say the online training has changed since you started to now?
Well, the biggest change is negative in my opinion because you have so many guys out there
You ready for the little
who call themselves trainers,
Now you're
coaches.
ready.
It's so easy online to call yourself. You put up one shot, maybe you have some decent abs, maybe you won one contest, and people think that makes them a coach.
Yeah.
So there's very few, I mean, there are some really good ones, but it's people who you have to have years of experience doing this. You have to have an education. You have to have, tons of clients to be able to speak about. You have to, if you're going to be teaching competitors, you better well have done a lot of competitions yourself. I mean, and so I think too many people are going into it who they really shouldn't be calling themselves coaches. It's like saying that you can fly an airplane because you've been on a plane a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Versus somebody who's gone to pilot school. So I think that's where it's become oversaturated with people who call themselves trainers. And I was actually talking about this the other day in a video, saying that that's where the problem with people putting out like cookie cutter stuff, so that every client is getting like the same workout, they're getting the same diet because they have a bunch of clients and they're not treating everybody as an individual.
Customizing everything.
Customizing it to their needs, to their whatever level they're at, what their goals are, everything down to what foods they do like and don't like. Maybe whether they train in a commercial gym or maybe they train at home with very little equipment. That's why when I work with people, I give them a very extensive questionnaire to gather all that information, and then I customize it based on everything that they need. So that's what I think the problem is, that there's not a lot of coaches who, and the truth of the matter is, you pay a little bit more to work with somebody, but what kind of result, this is your body you're talking about, a lot of
investment.
People will put a lot of money into the stupidest things, but you should do the same with your body. So if you want a real coach, you're probably going to pay for it, but you should, that's what it's like. So I think that's been the biggest problem with the online. I mean, obviously there's a lot of advantages now. There's more, apps and things that you can use as a coach, but I'm very old school. I've been doing the same thing, the same way for like 30 years, and it works, and it always has worked, and it always will work. So, but other than that, I think that it's just, you got to be very, very careful about who you work with and who you decide to hire.
Get information from too.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about before, you go on YouTube now and you watch these people train giving advice who clearly shouldn't be giving advice. And I'm most concerned with the people who are younger getting into it, like 16, 17, and they learn bad habits from the beginning. They think, oh, I just got to take a ton of drugs to get big, or and they worry about drugs more than they worry about their diet or their training.
Exactly.
Or they watch a pro, who's got some of the best genetics in the world, whose life is to just be a bodybuilder, and they're doing these like crazy workouts, and they're like, oh, I want to follow that workout because I want to look like. That's not who you follow.
Yeah.
Because chances are that your genetics are not that. So you should be looking at people who, maybe like me, who, for example, didn't have great genetics, who worked for every single pound of muscle that I have on my body, and I learned how to do it. For a lot of these guys, it's so easy. They can look at weights and grow. That's what makes them so, and then if they couple having a good coach with them and they learn to train everything, that's what makes them Olympians. But you have to be very careful in this, in the way the world is now, because there's just so much poor, bad information out there.
Yeah, it's crazy how much there is, and then people are just like, I believe this, and it's like, what the fuck is going
you got to
on?
be very, very, very careful about who you listen to. But I think that if you really take your time and you look for people, and you really listen to what they say and how they teach, and just the way they present themselves, if you just not, a lot of people just present themselves and they're just like very gimmicky. They scream, they yell, or just they try to do like crazy things with their filming. I'm just like straightforward. I'm just giving people information. There's no gimmicks involved. I'm just giving people information, the things that I've learned over the last 35 years of doing this, working with over 1,000 people, every level, every sport, celebrities, CEOs of companies, athletes, bodybuilders, and just regular people, and that's what I try to present. So I just try to do my part to put as much good information out as I can out there, so that people have something to learn from. And but I can't help the misinformation out there. The only thing I do is have discussions like this and say, just be careful who you listen to.
Exactly.
So.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, that's not the weight we want. We want, nope, we don't want that either. We want 60. Okay, there we go. All right, squeeze it down. Good. Yep. That's nice, good. Real good, let's go. Squeeze the lats. That's it. Connect with them at the top and then squeeze with them through the rep. Connect with those lats in your head and squeeze with them. Good. Yeah, squeeze it. Beautiful. That's it. That's even better than the first set. Come on. Good. Squeeze. Come on, buddy. Squeeze it down. Yep. Squeeze it down. There you go. Again, squeeze. A few more here before we switch. Pre-exhausting the lats. Squeeze. Good. Looking for a big pump on this. Squeeze. Good. Last two. Last two before we switch. Connect with it. Squeeze. Good. One more time. All lat. Squeeze. There you go. Good job. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Last set for back. Here we go. Nice. Good. Good position. Chest is high. Slight arch in the lower back. Pulling right into the low chest. No momentum, no swinging. Just drawing those elbows back. So a lot of people pull from here. He wants to pull from here. So he's just drawing the elbows back so the biceps relax a little bit and the lats get the best contraction. There you go. Especially when it comes to training back, that is the most difficult area to isolate. So you have to really make sure your form is perfect, your technique is perfect, that your torso is set up in the right position for good contractions, good stretches, and you're just muscling the weight. And you always want a full range of motion, no half reps. Good. Let's go, buddy. Come on. Dig in. Last few reps for the back. Squeeze. Come on. Squeeze tight. Good. 3 more good ones. Here we go. Squeeze. Yep. 2 more. Squeeze. Give me 1 more good one. 1 more good one. Squeeze that back. There it is. Good job.
Woo. So do you do a lot of experimenting with movements and then you kind of test on yourself and try with clients?
Yeah, so a lot of my experimenting, so when I lived in New York, that's where I'm from, I opened up like a personal training studio from 1998 to 2003. And it was, it was probably about, I don't know, maybe just like the size of like from here to like the back wall,
Okay.
that kind of thing. But it had, everything you could possibly need. Everything was by appointment only. So I would spend all day there. I'd be there from 5 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. So like in between clients or whatever, I would literally make it like my laboratory.
Okay.
And I'd start to just play around with movements. I would take, whatever, a normal movement, a lat pull down, a curl, whatever it may be. And I'm like, how can I tweak this movement to maybe affect different portions of the back or the biceps or the shoulders or whatever? How can I change the angle? Especially working with, a lot of bodybuilders who need physiques that are very complete. So if you look at any bodybuilder, you could say, wow, this is amazing. But when I look at a physique, I'll be like, I see certain holes. Like maybe their upper back in certain spots just needs a little more, or maybe the lower lats, or whatever it is. I look at the physique and I'm like, what exercise can target that better? So I would kind of just grab an incline bench or whatever. I change grips. I change even the way I might angle myself, like on a pull down or whatever, leaning back more, being forward more, whatever. And I'd start to discover movements that were so much more targeted for these specific areas. And then also going back to the theory that I talked to you about before, is that if you keep doing the same things the same way all the time, the body gets used to it, gets stagnant. And that's why you see a lot of people, they'll look the same. You know, I've seen it all the time. I'm spending in gyms. I'll see somebody training for like years and I'll be like, they look exactly the same. They do the same routine every time and I don't see them changing. Who comes to the gym to not get better? You know, like doesn't seem like a good way to spend your time. And so I'm like, I never want to do that for myself or anybody that I work with. So yeah, so I really, and of course I continued the experimentation, you know, and at Gold's Gym, a lot of the movements that I did there on film, people started calling them the Merlin pull down or the Merlin row, like they did using my nickname.
Yeah.
And so yeah, a lot of movements have become, and now I see so many people doing them, you know. Sometimes people give me credit, sometimes they don't. But yeah, so I mean, I look at the gym as like a lab and you know, what can I do to change a movement to just make training more effective? And not only that, but also make it more fun. You know, it's just like doing the same things over and over again. It's just boring, you know? It's fun to do new movements. Like I'm sure like even this, so you guys have been doing, you're like, oh wow, that feels different.
Way different.
I like that. My back, I feel it. You might wake up tomorrow, maybe you'll be sore in a spot you've never been sore before.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that's really what I try to do.
Yeah, I like it, definitely. I can feel it. Feel the blood into the lats right now, especially.
Yeah, and I also, and another thing I do with my training generally when I'm training a body part is especially a complex body part like back, is I split the back into like several sections, you know, because, you know, wider grip movements will tend to work more, not that you can isolate it completely, but tend to work more of the middle back muscles when the grip is closer, you tend to work more of the lats. Okay. So I try to change the grips, change the angles so that I make sure that we're covering every single part of the muscle at every single workout. Okay. Now, if I have somebody who, for instance, has a specific weakness in their body, like their lats are really wide, but they need more middle back, then I might do more focused middle back workouts and not spend so much time in the lats. So I have to like think about it that way. So that's the way I do with all my clients. But you know, even with just regular people, I just want to make sure that their body gets a complete workout from head to toe. Everything's balanced. You know, if I work with somebody in person, I could usually spot a strength imbalance, maybe from left side to right side, or maybe between chest and back, or hamstrings and quads, and then I want to correct that. You know, that's the way I look at it. So yeah, I'm constantly. You can ask my training partners. They're like, they come in, they're like, they have no idea what they're gonna do. They're like, they just follow me around. They're like, oh, okay, that's a new angle, you know. And I'm like, yeah, I thought of this one. I dreamt about it last night, you know, something like that. You know?
I like it.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a really cool curl. You come up here, put your feet up here. Keep your head back, arms out straight in front of you, and you're gonna curl down to full contraction. We're gonna hold this for 3 seconds, and then we're gonna control it all the way to full stretch. Down, and as you can see, my elbows, they're not moving. I'm keeping them locked in this spot, and all I'm doing is flexing at the elbows, coming down until I'm fully contracted. All right, Tim? Since you're first. All right, let's go a little lighter. Yeah, let's drop it a little bit. Let's go 40 on the first one. See how that feels? And remember, when you get to the bottom, we're gonna hold that squeeze for 3.
It's okay.
It's a really good contracted position movement. Okay, so no, arms out here, start straight.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Do not let these elbows move at all, just curl. And then you hold 3, 2, 1, and then slowly to the top, elbows stay in place. Come down. Contract it, squeeze, 3, 2, 1. You got it. Good. Squeeze it, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Squeeze it, 3, 2, 1. Good, Tim. Come on. Squeeze, 3, 2, 1. Good. You got it. Squeeze it in. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Looking good. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Elbows are staying right where they should be. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Here we go. Nice. You should be burning now. 3, 2, 1. 3 to go. 3 good ones, Tim. 3, 2, 1. Good. 2 more times. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. 1 more perfect rep. Burn. 3, 2, 1. And up. Gotcha. I got you.
Thank you.
How'd that feel?
Well, good, real good.
All right.
Real good.
Go a little heavier for you.
It's all bicep there.
All right. So exactly the way Tim did it. He had it down pat.
I can feel the tingles. Well, it's maybe the pre-workout.
Yeah, I put my feet up, but you can keep them down. It doesn't matter. If you're comfortable there, you're good.
I just feel like
as long as you do the
tingles.
movement right.
Feels good though.
And squeeze.
I can
Hold.
knock the
3.
bicep.
Nope. We're gonna hold it. Flex. 3, 2, 1. And when we get to the bottom, we're not just holding it there. We're thinking about squeezing. 3, 2, 1. You want to actively flex the muscle. I call that hyper-contracting. 3, 2, 1. That's right. Come on. And squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Good. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Come on. That is nothing but biceps. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Only moving at the elbows. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. That's it. That lactic acid start to flow in there. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Good. Again. 3, 2, 1. You got 3. You got 3 perfect reps. Come on. Squeeze it. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Make them burn. 2 more. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Fire them up. Last one. Come on. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. You're good. Just careful getting up. Helps you get up. Good. You got it.
Does it matter if I feet are up or does it?
No, maybe because I'm taller, so I just put my feet up, but it doesn't matter. All right. Start fully straight and just squeeze down without moving the elbows, and then we hold. Flex. 3, 2, 1. Good.
All right, how you feeling?
Tight squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Good. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Good. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Good. Come on. Tight squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Good. Come on. Big squeeze. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Come on. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Let's go. Tight squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You got more. Big burn. 3, 2, 1. Again. Come on. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Again. Squeeze it. We'll go heavier next set. 2, 1. Again. Come on. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. And last 3 now. Here we go. Big burn. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Get in there. 3, 2, 1. One more time. And squeeze. 3, 2, 1. You're good. There you go. Feel that?
Woo, yeah.
Yeah, it burns.
That felt good.
So while Tim is resting, I'll just point out, good for people to know that whenever you do a bicep movement where the elbows are up and away from the body, as opposed to being next to the body, the brachialis muscle that's underneath the bicep comes more into play the further your arms are away from your body. Okay. So even when you do like a preacher curl and your arms are up and away, or if you're doing a curl like this, or if you're doing a seated curl back overhead on a cable, all of those movements, they will cause the biceps to kind of slacken a little bit, and the brachialis comes more into play. So if you're somebody who says they want more bicep peak, you can't build peak on the bicep. You feel like a lot of people think peak, like, oh, I'm going to make the bicep higher. You can't do that because genetically your biceps are what they are. Every muscle has a genetic blueprint. You can't fit, but if you build the brachialis, which lies underneath the bicep, and make it thicker, it'll push the bicep up a little bit, giving the appearance of a higher bicep or a more peak bicep.
That makes sense.
So if you do movements like this, which I always include in any program, whether it be a preacher curl, whether it be a curl like this, I want to build that brachialis because it also just gives the arm, especially when it's flexed from the back, you see that ball in the arm, so it gives the arm a more gnarly look, you know?
Okay,
so
nice.
it's just good to know that the further your arms get away from the body, the elbows are away from the sides, a little bit more brachialis involved.
Nice.
All right?
That's good to know.
All right, Tim.
Your turn.
Your turn.
I had to make
How is that weight? Should we stay with it or go heavier?
Yeah, no, maybe a little more.
All right, 10, that's 10 pounds. That's 10 pounds. Let's do it.
50.
All right, here you go. All right, I'm going to hold those squeezes again. Perfect form. And 3, 2, 1. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Come on. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Flex the bicep at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. We're not just holding it. We are squeezing, actively squeezing. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Yep. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Tim. Stay with it. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. I want
Go, Tim, come on.
3 perfect reps. Let's go. Hold. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Big squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Fight it. One more time. Squeeze it. 3,
Couple more,
2,
couple more.
1. Let's go. He wants more. Let's get it. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Come on, Tim. Squeeze. 3,
There we go.
2, 1. Another one.
Time to grow.
Get it. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Come on. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Another one. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Gotcha. Good job.
All right.
Easy
Tim's an animal, ladies and
money.
gentlemen.
Easy money for Tim.
Tim's an animal. We're gonna go heavier for you.
62-year-old animal. Hey, you still got it.
Tim's like, he's like, all right, guys, let's see what you can do now. I'm over 60. All right, here we go. Big squeeze at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Come on. And squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Tim just put on a great set. You got to do it. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Perfect form all the way out and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Come on. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Dig in now. 3, 2, 1. And squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Starting to get hard now. Let's go. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Again. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Still some more in the tank. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. I want 3 reps. Come on. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Let's bring it in. 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice work.
There we go.
All you. I'm sweating watching you guys. I'm like all sweaty. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Big squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Knot this thing up. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Flex at the bottom. Flex. Flex against the weight. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Muscle it. 3, 2, 1. And squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1. Come on, buddy. Work. 3, 2, 1. Big arms. Come on. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Big squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Still strong. One more. Squeeze it. 3, 2, 1. Minimum of 3. Come on. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Bring that pain. 2 more.
Come on.
Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. One more time. Big squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Oh, he wants more. 3, 2, 1. He's pulling a tail. 3, 2, 1. Get it. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Good. And last one coming up. And squeeze. 3, 2, 1. You're good. Really good work.
Good job.
That was good.
All right, we killed that exercise.
Hey, Eric. You're going to make him a bodybuilder, before it's all over with.
Now I'm going to hear later, oh, I want to be a bodybuilder. Can you help me?
Yeah. Oh, it's good stuff.
All right, so we're going to use this preacher curl machine. I like to use it like this. Instead of sitting on it, angle your body in. Do it this way. So what we're going to do is, on this one, we're going to focus on the negatives. So I want you to come up to the top, hold for 1 second, and then go 4, 3, 2, 1. It's going to be 4 seconds on the way down. And what you got to focus on is doing that 4 seconds really evenly. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1. What a lot of people do is this. They come to the top, and then they drop halfway, and then they go. You want to make sure right from the top. That's why you have to stop for a second, hold, and then start your descent. 4 seconds, okay? Let's try. 35 to start this one.
Certain amount of reps, coach, or just whatever?
We're just going to see where you're at because these are new machines. I don't know how strong you're going to be. We'll see. We're just going to kill it. So come to the top, hold, and then slow. 4, 3, 2, just like that. Up, hold for 1 second, and then slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at those biceps. Up to the top, and then just unravel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tim. All right, Tim, count it in your head. Slow. If those 4 seconds, no cheating. It's got to be full 4. That's perfect. Squeeze up. Slow release. Yep. Eccentric reps, eccentric emphasis like this also traumatize muscle fiber quite a bit, which fosters muscle growth. That's it. Slow. This is where a lot of people fail. They just drop the weights. They don't use the negative, which is just as important, if not more important, than the positive reps. Come on. Come on, Tim. Up. Get it. Still strong. Come on. Let's go. Bring it up. Slow. Slow. I know you got 3 more in you. Come on. Up. Squeeze. Slow. Over 4 seconds. That's 3, 2, 1. Nice. Up again. Get it. Slow. I think you got 1 more. Come on. Let's dig this one out. Let's dig this one out. Up. Squeeze. And 4 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good set.
Good set.
That was good.
Good one.
I saw those muscles working hard on that.
Rose your built, baby. Rose your built.
You better match this. You guys got to match the 62-year-old dude here. Because he's on fire right now. Oh, good. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's about 5 seconds. He's looking really good. Come on, up. Squeeze. Slow. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Up. And 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Squeeze up. Just going to come down a little bit lower so your arms are a little straighter at the bottom. A little straighter. Down there. Now up. Good. Be harder that way, but you're going to get more muscle fibers. Come on. Slow, just like that. Come on. Up. Squeeze the bicep, and then lengthen the bicep. We're just firing off muscle fibers, destroying them here, traumatizing them. Come on. Up. Squeeze it. Good. Almost there. Almost there. We're going to get 2 perfect reps. Come on. Up. Squeeze the top. Slow. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. And get it. Up.
There we go.
4, 3, 2, 1, and good. Very nice. He has a poker face. Like, you can't, you look at his face and he's like, this is no problem. But in his head and now he's going, this hurts.
That's how you gotta do it. That's how you gotta do
Total
it.
poker face. All right, slow. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 0. Squeeze it up. Up. And now 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And squeeze it up. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Just don't let it bottom out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right there. Up. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze it up. There you go. Now it's getting hard. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right there. Up. Yep. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Come on, buddy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze up. Good. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and good.
Woo! That was good.
Same weight, Tim?
Go 5.
Go 5. Go ahead.
Got 5 10 right there, right?
You're on 10. You got it.
All right.
Got it on 5 last time.
Yeah.
Tim's feeling good. Now he's going heavier. He's like getting started now. He's like, we're going to do chest after this? Chest and legs? Here we go. Slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Squeeze up. There you go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. Squeeze. Nice and slow. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Squeeze it up. Slow. 4, 3, 2. That's it, Tim. Come on. Squeeze it up. 4, 3, 2,
Oh, yeah.
1. Squeeze it up. Yep. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up. Get it.
There
Slow.
we go. There we go.
Another one. Come on. Up. Yep. You gotta earn that steak tonight. Come on. Let's go. Earn it. Up. Come on. Come on. You gotta give me one more.
You got it.
You gotta give me one more. Come on. Up to the top.
Giving you 2.
Good. Let's slow. That means he's gonna get a 24 ounce. Let's go. Come on, and let's go. Up. Get it. Real slow. Fight it. Fight it. I want you to fight this one. Fight it. Fight it. Fight it. There you go. Fight it. Fight it. Get in there. Come on. Come on. I'm pushing down on it. That's right. I'm pushing down on it. You're still fighting. Fight it. Fight it, Tim. There it is. That's right. Pushing down on that thing hard. That was something.
Good shit right there.
Oh, you showed up now.
You woke up now. All of a sudden you woke
Did he
up.
not just wake up in the middle of this one? It's like,
You
all
didn't
right.
sleep all night.
Come on, coach, another few hours. How many hours you got? Chest next. All right, here we go. This guy's pumped up too, because this arm's getting big right here.
Oh, yeah.
I see the vein and
Yeah,
everything.
he's still good.
Bring it up, nice and slow. There you go. There you go. Fight that thing on the way down. Yeah. Let it go almost straight, but not quite.
Use that
There it is, right there. Good.
That's a fun idea.
Slow.
Oh, I used it.
Yeah, now we're having fun. Let's go. Yep.
There we go.
Bring it up. Yes. Slow. Just like that. Oh, I love those negatives. Come on. Up to the top. Squeeze. Yeah. There you go. Love that fight. Great fight.
There we go.
Great fight. Come on. Muscle to the top. Squeeze up. There you go. Come on. Now we start digging. Now we start digging. This is what separates the people who want to kind of want to grow and really want to grow. Up. Come on. That's it. You don't come to the gym to stay the same. Come on. Come on. It's all about improvement. Up. Good. Slow. Come on. Give me one more. We're going to go all the way to the top. Squeeze and come down slow. Here we go. And we're going to go up.
There we go.
And I really want you to fight this one. This is the last rep. This is the last rep. Fight it. Fight it. Fight it. Don't let me push you down. Don't let me push you down. Just fight it all the way to the bottom. All the way. All the way. All the way. All the way. That's it. Right there. Good.
He said that the old man beats you. Hey, I was saying.
I told her, I said next. She goes, no. I like from a distance. All right, let's go. These guys just did some crazy sets. Come on. There you go. Extra slow. We're getting like 4 to 5 seconds now. That's right. We contract, and then we lower it, we lengthen. And as we lengthen, slowly like this, the fibers get all damaged, and that has to be repaired, and that means growth. Yeah, slow. Squeeze it up, yep. Yep. Pain is fun, because you know it means growth. Come on. Yes. To the top, good. Beautiful. Come on. Let's get nasty with it now. Let's get nasty. Yep. Now we're digging. Come on. Yep. Come on. Again. I say you got another one to pull up. Good. Another one. And the last one's going to be the tough one. Here we go. And good. Now super slow. I'm going to make you fight it. Come on. They're both watching you. Come on. Everybody's watching. Let's go. Fight it. Oh, yeah. Now he's trying to go against me. He's going back up against me. Come on. Fight it. Don't let me push you down. Don't let me. There you go. Make those biceps hold it. There you go. Fight. There you go.
Easy, man.
The workout just started. People.
Woo, that felt good.
So we're going to finish this thing off with a superset. It's going to be delightful. So the first movement we're going to do is just really strict alternating hammer curls. Just like this. Straight up. One at a time. Okay, I'm going to crush that one, and then we're going to go right here. And we're going to sit. We're going to do a seated barbell curl. So it's going to be from here. Just squeeze. Do not let it touch the thigh. Squeeze. Keep the elbows in. Lean back just a little bit. And that's your movement right there. Okay? Now figure I want something about here where you can get maybe about 10 to 12.
Okay,
10 to 12 good ones, and then we'll just go there. Squeeze it up. Hammer curls also will build the brachialis, and also here the brachioradialis of the forearm. So if you have thin forearms, it's a really good movement. There you go. Good strict form with just moving at the elbows. The shoulders aren't moving forward. The elbows aren't moving up. Just squeezing. Good. Good. Squeeze it up. Squeeze it up. Good. Strict form. Come on. Good. Get that burn. Get that burn in there. Yeah, Tim. Yep. Good. Come on, a few more each arm, because then we're going to kill the second exercise. Up. Up. Again. Up. Up. All right, I want 3 with each arm. 1, 2, 3, and finish here. 1, 2, and 3. Go right into the seated curl. Hopefully this weight will be okay. And this is where the big burn is going to happen.
How many are we doing here? Whatever we can get.
Right there's good. Don't let it touch the thigh. Just squeeze. It's a half rep barbell curl. We're just working the contracted portion. Yeah, this hurts. Come on. Take it as far as you can. Look at the veins coming out. Come on, crazy now. He's all pumped up. Come on. Come on. Come on. 12, come on. 13, 14, more. 15, whatever you got, Tim. 16,
Keep going.
17, let's get to 20. 18, 19, last one. 20, good. That's right.
He showed up.
Man, if anybody would have wanted to take blood at that point, they'd be like, where do we go with the needle?
Man. Holy shit.
Using those carbs from yesterday.
Tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Cheesecake. We didn't have any carbs yesterday.
Oh, you had the bread earlier too.
Yeah, those look real nice. Real nice reps.
That's that much, yeah. That wasn't that much.
Probably like 40 grams.
You guys can see, there is no torso swing. There's no lifting the shoulders. There's no lifting the elbows. All he's doing is flexing at the elbows and getting perfect reps. He's isolating the muscles, which is biceps brachialis and brachioradialis in this movement. And this is going to really set it up for those seated barbell curls, those half reps. So that's the one point where it's okay to use half reps because we're using it for a purpose. Yep, come on, buddy. Let's get a few more good squeezes. Yep. Yep, come on. Squeeze. Bring it up tight, good. Up, good. Come on. Yep. Good, we're gonna get 3 with each arm. Up. 2, and 3, and the other side, come on, and 1, and 2, swell them up, and 3, boom, put those down. Well, Tim got 20. What you gonna get? 21?
At least 20.
Anything less than 20, he's gonna have to he can't be driven home, he's gotta walk. All right, don't let it touch the thigh. Once you start to curl, it never touches the thighs. Squeeze it up and don't throw it. Oh, those are nice reps. Again, no swing in the torso. Elbows stay in place. Shoulders stay in place. He's just getting that half rep. We're really just working that contracted portion. Yep. I think the burn is already coming. Lactic acid is a nasty thing. What's that, 13?
Yep.
That's 15, come on. Uh-oh. I think he's got you, Tim. Come on.
He's only doing quarter reps.
Come on.
Come on, 8.
23, come on, get 25, get 25, 24.
Come on.
One more. Up. There it is, 25, good.
Good job.
Uh-oh.
So he said, I'll see you at 20, and I'll up you 5. What does he got?
Yeah.
30?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh, and he goes for heavier dumbbells here. See, he's really, he's trying to show you guys up.
We're gonna find out.
It's okay.
Good. Squeeze it up. Squeeze it up. Good
Big
form.
one.
Yeah, don't rush him. Don't rush him. There you go. Don't rush him. You don't have to get 1,000 reps. I just want good reps. Good. Feel what you're doing. Feel what you're doing. Come on. There you go. Feel what you're doing. That's it. There you go. Now you're in there. Now you're in there. Good. Now you're muscling it. Good. Feel that squeeze. Good. Feel that forearm into the bicep. Good. Yep. Oh, see, I like these reps. Up. Squeeze. Come on. Up. Get it. Yes, sir. Come on. Good. Up. Up. Now let's do the 3 on one side and 3 on the other. 1. Squeeze up. 2. Squeeze it up. 3. Good. 1. 2. And 3. Good. Here we go. It's Vegas. Anybody want to gamble on how many he does? Here he goes.
No, it's like
That's it. Good reps, too. 3. Come on. 4. It's only 40 pounds. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's already hurting. That's 15. Come on. Come on, just dig in now. You don't feel any pain. You don't feel any pain. 21. 22. Come on, light it up. 23. 24. 25. Here we go. 6, 7, 8, 9. Here comes 30. He's not done. 31. 2, 3. Get to 5. 34. Last one. 35. There it is. Good. Woo. Woo. All right, now I'm gonna go.
oh, heck yeah.
I'm resting today.
Perfect. So we just went ahead and finished the workout with Eric.
Yep.
Thank you for the workout. So for the workout we just did, was that something you just came up with off the top of your head, or was that something you kind of programmed for people as far as the back and buys?
Well, I knew we were doing back and buys today because working with Tim, I have him on a schedule, and Saturdays is usually back and buys, so that's what I intended on this week. Since I didn't send him a workout, I figured we were going to do it. But I didn't come up with any of the movements, until I got here.
Okay.
So literally, I just looked at the lay of the gym, and I thought about real quick what movements might be fun for you guys to try.
Okay.
Something different, different that you've never done.
Yeah,
techniques
definitely.
you might not have used, and I just kind of put it together in my head as we went along. And then, of course, was just formulating. After I did the first movement, then I kind of got strategic, thinking about how I wanted to go about hitting the back, making sure that I covered everything, and then pretty much the same thing with the biceps.
Okay, nice. And as far as like the tempo workouts and everything, and the stretch part, was that something you've always done since you started bodybuilding, or is that something you built over time as far as like the stretching part, not the partials? Because I know a lot of people do those partials in bodybuilding, just half.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to see more of the stretch now, and then the full pull.
Right. Well, no. I mean, when I first started lifting, I think that I kind of avoided the pitfalls that a lot of younger guys do, like where they're like trying to lift as much weight as they can, thinking that's the way to go, not necessarily focusing on form. But I always was, very, very focused on my form. Now, when I was young, I didn't really know about, the specific pathways to muscle growth, or, whether that the negative was important in the I didn't know these things, but I just instinctively always used good form, because it always made sense to me that if I'm trying to work a muscle, then I just want to try to, I want to isolate the muscle that I'm working as best as possible. So even if you're doing an exercise like, say, the bench press, which I'm using for chest, of course the shoulders are involved, of course the triceps are involved, but in my head, I still want to target the chest. So I'm going to do the movement that I think the best way is form technique-wise to involve the chest. So I never really did any poor form. But it wasn't until later, even, I did, a lot of my college coursework had to do with, anatomy, physiology, exercise science. I kind of split my coursework between that and a lot of, and psychology. So I have a very big psychology background, which is where a lot of my mind-muscle connection stuff work comes with, because I'm always talking about that with people, that everything starts up here, and that if you will focus on a muscle very, very intensively in a workout, you will actually build muscle faster. You will, there's even studies that prove, I talk about this all the time, they have a study where they just will hook up electrodes which will basically, tell you what muscles are firing, and they'll hook it up to like the legs of like runners, sprinters, and they'll have them just visualize themselves really, really strongly running, but obviously they're just sitting there, and the muscles will start firing. And so that just goes to show that the mind can actually make the muscles fire on their own. So if you do that while you're actively lifting, you're going to get much more out of it. So that's a lot of the stuff that I did in school. So once I started to learn about all these different things, then slowly but surely, as I became a trainer, working with more advanced people and different types of people, I started to implement these different things, and then also into my own training. But it's really only like in the last, I'd say 10 years, where I really started to, because I've developed several different training protocols which are being used, by people everywhere. They've been published in all the magazines, and they all incorporate different versions of stretch emphasis, negative emphasis, eccentric emphasis, contracted emphasis, cycling them around in different ways. And I also will use them, like today I kind of use them in standard ways, but I use them all kinds of ways, combining them into sets, depending on who I'm working with, how advanced they are. But that's really become a much bigger part of my protocol. And I work with a lot of over 40-year-old people, guys, gals, and, if you've been lifting for a long time, and as you get older, the body starts to, have some injuries, joint problems, this and that. So they can't really focus on heavy weights anymore, because that can cause more injuries, more problems. So now I tailor workouts for these people in ways that they don't have to necessarily use heavy weight. They can use lighter weight, but they can hit the muscle just as hard or harder using these techniques. Because you can't use the same weight on a curl doing 4-second negatives or 4-second positives or holds or this or that as you can if you're just going up and down. So it saves people's joints, and it helps them stick around the sport a lot longer if they're in the sport. So it's part of all my protocols now.
Yeah, I can definitely see, especially with Tim, because he always had like issues with his joints. But then I think once he started slower weight, and I'm sure he can speak on it, his joints stopped hurting as much. And he started working with him.
Yeah, I just started working with Tim and running your program basically with him for about 2.5 months, 3 months now, and my joints were already hurting, and now it's like pain went away.
Yeah, you don't feel them because you're
not pushing heavy no more.
Yeah, because what people don't, what I tell everybody is that, muscles don't have any idea what weight is on the bar. They don't know what pin is, where the stack, the pin is in the stack. They don't know what dumbbells you're holding. Muscles only know tension. And you can create more tension with slower repetitions strategically than you necessarily can by just taking a heavy weight and throwing it around. Because a lot of times when you're trying to lift really, really heavy weights, the only thing on your mind is, let me get this from point A to point B.
Right.
But when you're lifting a lighter weight and I'm making you hold the stretches, all these different things, you feel the muscle, you feel every centimeter of the lift, So you're getting a lot more out of it, but you're not putting the stress on the joints, on the connective tissue. You're just putting it on the muscle. So you're creating that tension with lighter weights. And I think that for most people, except for maybe pure beginners, I think that's the way to go for pretty much anybody.
Yeah, seems like it saves the joints, which is the biggest thing as far as heavy lifting that I've seen in the gym as well.
Yeah,
and as we get older.
Yeah,
definitely as you get older, because it, a lot of people, are like, I'm 40, I can't get bigger. I'm 50, I can't get any bigger. Tim's getting better. He's 62 years old, and
crazy.
He keeps getting better.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't think that was possible, but it is possible if you do it the right way. And part of aside from the diet and everything else, but if you train properly, really target the muscle, move things slower, and create tension through these techniques, you can do it a lot longer because you're not hurting. Your joints aren't hurting. You're not getting out of bed and not being able to walk. You see a lot of guys you know, who've been lifting heavy all these years, and then later on in life, they could barely walk, they can't move.
sad.
And it's sad. They need operations, they need surgeries, you know. One of the best, the best bodybuilder probably that ever lived, Ronnie Coleman, 8-time Mr. Olympia. He lifted tremendous weights his whole life, and he says to this day, he'll say, I wouldn't have it any other way. I would, if I'd do it the same way again. But I think he's had 50-something surgeries on his back now.
Yeah.
He basically crawls around. He can't walk. I mean, and he's only in his 50s, you know.
He's still young.
He's in his 50s. He's younger than Tim is. He's in his 50s, and he can barely move, which is sad to see, considering what a beast that guy used to be. You know, I mean, so obviously I'm not trying to say anything against Ronnie, because I love the guy and he's amazing, the best ever in my eyes. But that kind of stuff can happen to people, and I think that it shouldn't.
Yeah.
You should be able to do this into your 60s, 70s.
Seeing 90, 100 till you die.
I see 80-year-old people who are doing it the right in the gym still look incredible. You know? And that it comes down to the training mainly. You know?
Yeah, and Tim's definitely a testament to your program, because he's still growing, still getting shredded. So it's definitely, whatever you're running is working.
Those of you who
well,
don't know him, he's my coach. He's the one who's built this body and just helped me out tremendously. You know, showed me how to, you know, bodybuild essentially the correct way, not
Tim told me I'm stuck with him for life. That's what he told me.
Yeah.
I'm stuck with him for life.
You and Rudy. Rudy's stuck in for life too, huh?
Yeah, so I mean, Tim, he's a testament. I think, and I love working with, you know, older competitors, because, you know, when people think that they can't get any better, I teach them that they can. And then it becomes such a joy for them again, you know, to, wow, I could still go in the gym and expect to get better, you know, when some people are just trying to go in the gym to survive, you know. So, you know, I never look at, I don't think of Tim as a 62-year-old guy. I just think of him as another bodybuilder that I need to, you know, train and get ready for shows, and he just keeps getting better, which is, I still want to see him get a pro card. You know, I mean, I think that was amazing.
You never know. You
Yeah,
never know, Coach, what we'll accomplish. But you know, I mean, and then this guy, you know, he's a different trainer. You know, sometimes as we train and as you just get older, you get sore, right? Because the lack of movement, we get this. And I went with him once I met him. You know, it's having, you know, just different places were hurting. So he showed me how to start moving again a little bit and doing some stretching, you know, on the off days or whatever. I went to him, and I'm just feeling like I can do anything. You know what I mean? I just see some of my friends, and they can't even hardly walk. You know, and they're younger than me, and that stuff. And you know what he does and what you're doing for me has just been amazing. I mean, the road I'm on, and I look forward to many years with both of you. You know what I mean? Because my body, something hurts on my body. You know what I mean? Just from training hard, sometimes it hurts. He can get his gun, you know, and just kind of work it out and show me a stretch or two, you know what I mean? 'Cause my shoulders used to always bother me, probably, you know, I don't know if it was bad form. I did it before I got with you, and had a lot of bad forms, you know, which we created bad habits, and you would hurt them, and you just push through it. Now I don't push through it. If it starts hurting, I go see him and tell him, and he'll give me some stretch, and we'll work on it, you know what I mean? And your stuff, you know what I mean? Your training and that, and now I don't hurt. And, you know, I'm growing every year, you know, everything. And
that's what it's all about.
Movement is better. It's just I can't.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, going along with the training, obviously, I'm not with you all the time. So things like, you know, certain modalities like stretching, chiropractic, you know, all the different therapies are really, really good for anybody. So, you know, stretching, keeping muscles, you know, stretched so they're not getting bound up. You know, using the things like the gun or going for massages and breaking up the tissue that's getting tight.
Difference.
Huge difference, you know, 100%. But from what I do, you know, my focus is, you know, the training in the gym to make sure that you're getting optimal progress in the gym and you have longevity. You know, you should have longevity, because if there's any fountain of youth that's a real fountain of youth in this world, it's training. You know, it's working out, because
stay moving, active.
Yeah, being moving and active, and you know, I think weight training is important for everybody, because, you know, naturally as we get older, our body just starts to lose muscle tissue. You know, it just happens. The atrophy happens. But, you know, lifting weights, just having resistance on the muscle, and it doesn't mean you have to be a competitor. It doesn't mean you have to be, you know, getting up on stage in little tiny bikinis. You know, but anybody should do it. You know, whether you're a grandmother or you're a grandfather or whatever, just stay active with the kids and this and that. I mean, just to keep that natural decline in muscle tissue from happening.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and then, you know, cardio work and stretching and all the different things. You know, I don't see why more people don't put more. They put intention into, you know, clothes or watches or whatever it is, materialistic things, and their body's declining. Like, what's more important than your?
It's crazy.
If you don't have your health and your body, then what else does anything else mean?
I think what it is, a lot of people they're not educated enough, and they just think, you know, and then once they're ready to change, it's too late, you know.
Yep. So,
Or maybe not too late, but then it's harder for them because they live 40, 50, 60 years, and to change that lifestyle, it's real hard. That's the reason why I started changing my lifestyle when I turned 30, you know, slowly to where I'm at now, to where training and eating correctly, not to compete, but it's a lifestyle. And like I'm always gonna be on, you know, working out and eating right.
Yep. Well,
No off season.
It's important for anybody, and you know, watching Tim. Anybody's out there who's watching Tim, you can see how hard he pushed during that workout. He just lit up after a while. He got like warm, and then he was pushing you guys to go harder, you know, because he started going so hard. So you guys like, oh shoot, I got to live up to it, you know. And even I, you know, because obviously, for people who don't know, you know, the training that I do with Tim, obviously, is I send him all his workouts via email, whatever. So I don't really, see him except for times like this, which I wish would be more often. But you know, to see you push the way you pushed today, man, that just lit me up. I was so happy to see that because that means I know that the work I've been doing with you is taking hold, you know, and it's really doing what it needs to do.
I love
you know,
your
because
workouts.
you're able to, you know, you're not in the gym. You know, people might, oh, he's in the gym. That's so cute. No, you ain't pussyfooting around. You're driving it. You know, you're driving for more growth. You know, you're not thinking, you know. So
every time you walk to the gym, everybody looks at it. It's all shredded. Like, they look at it, like, they're impressed.
This isn't even as shredded as it's going to be. Just wait until I'm ready for a show. It's going to be nuts.
You know, the gym to me, that is personal time for me. I mean, that's where I can go and I can let go for that hour, whatever time I'm in there. That's personally working on me, you know, my body, whatever, my mindset, whatever, you know what I mean? So that's what I love about it. So I don't go in there to socialize, ain't in there to do. I'm going in there for me to achieve something, you know, goal that I'm after. And I thank all of you for being a part of it, especially you and even Rudy and these guys, you know, like-minded people. And the way you've guided me, the much I've learned in the last 3 years is I don't know, I can't even express in words what I've learned. Just the time under tension and how to slow down and think about it, the muscle connection and just the form and everything. It's just, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I tried to even give you guys cues like during the workout, like teaching you to, like, even before you start the movement, to put your mind into the muscle right where you want to feel it when you start the movement.
Yeah.
Those are the things that I really, really aim to teach people, because those are like the real tips, those that really brings it to the next level, you know, the training. You know, there's a difference between, you know, just using proper form and almost treating it, and it sounds a little crazy and mystical, but almost like a meditative state.
No,
like
it really
it's
is,
just you shut everything else out around you except for maybe the person you're listening to. It's you and the weight, it's you and the muscle, and that's what you got to focus on, and you will get so much more out of it than if you're just mindlessly. I see people all the time, and it makes me crazy. You know, they'll be looking at their phone, and they'll be curling with the other hand. I'm thinking
or
to myself,
talking at the same time, like, hey, how you doing?
what, you know, what's there's no focus there. There's no concentration there. I'm like, put the damn phone away for the hour that you're here, whatever, and focus.
Yeah.
Or at least don't look at it until it's after the set's over and you've killed it. So I really go deep into that mind-muscle connection. You know, I talk about it all the time, and I think the training goes along with that, because training the way that I teach, the sets are long sets, so you have to stay focused for a long time. You're not picking up a weight, lifting it for 20 seconds and putting it down. You could be doing a set for 60 seconds, 80 seconds, 90 seconds, which is like forever when you're lifting weights.
Oh yeah.
So it's just as much mental discipline as there is physical discipline in the way I train. But if you could do it mentally, if you're strong enough to do it, your gains are going to be through the roof. I've worked with some monster pro bodybuilders before, who, you know, they never worked with me before, and I'll say to them, you know, how much weight do you normally lift for this exercise? And they're like, oh, I normally do 150 for 15 reps. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to teach you how to do it, but you're probably only going to use half that. And they're like, no, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, no, I'm serious. And they'll get done, and they'll look at them and be like, oh my God, I cannot believe the little tiny weight that I was using, but I feel the muscle far more than I ever felt it lifting the heavier weight. And I'm like, because this is the first time that you're actually truly putting the focus and the concentration into the muscle instead of just getting the weight from point A to point B.
Yeah.
And and I think that's that's really, really great stuff for people
makes a difference.
who will do it. I mean, some people, they just they do it with me and then they go back to their old ways because it's too hard to do it this way. But anyway, but I love teaching the techniques. I'm glad it was great not just having Tim here, but you guys here too. So you can
definitely
experience
learned a
some of
lot. Definitely be adding some of the stuff you taught us.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's no problem. Especially,
Yeah,
I was
definitely.
very happy when I heard Tim was coming to town. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
So it's my pleasure. My
Yeah.
pleasure,
So if there's
absolutely.
anything you would tell the audience who are just starting in their fitness journey or are on their fitness journey, what would be one piece of advice for those people?
Well, number one, consistency. This game takes consistency. You can't be in the gym for a week and then take 2 weeks off and then back in the gym. So you got to be consistent. Be something we discussed before, which is be very, very careful about who you listen to. A lot of people go to, the internet for their information, which is, obviously normal. That's the age that we're in. But be very discerning about the people that you listen to, because there's so much misinformation and bad information out there.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is to find somebody who's giving you bad information. It's very hard to lose those habits after a while, and you're going to get frustrated and you're going to lose. Also, be very patient. This is not, getting into shape or building a decent body. These are not overnight things. You're not going to have it. You're not in 3 weeks. You don't look at yourself like, oh my God, like I wanted to look like Mr. America. That's not going to happen. So this is a game of patience. It takes time. It takes consistency, and it takes discipline and some dedication. It takes giving up some things that you might be used to having in your life. Whether it be cutting back on alcohol if you drink alcohol, or snacks, or changing your diet. But the rewards are they're there, man. And I mean, I think it's so worth it, And so I mean, that's really basically the things that I would say to people. Just be patient, be consistent. Don't expect results overnight, but slowly but surely. Because think about it this way, people will be like, oh my God, I need to lose 100 pounds. And that seems insurmountable. Like, oh my God, 100 pounds. But then think about it. If you just, lost 7 pounds a month, after a year, you're already up to, 84 pounds lost.
Yeah.
And a year isn't really that long in the scheme of things. Years go by real quick when you get older, whatever. So
The older, the faster.
Or, if you lose 5 pounds a month, you're 60 pounds lighter at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And probably you're exercising, so you're probably gaining muscle at the same time. So you've probably lost more fat than you even know. So that's another thing I'd probably say. Take things in steps. Just think a week at a time or a month at a time. Don't think past that. Think I have the goal this month. I want to make sure I get all my workouts in, and I want to pull, this bad food out of my diet that I eat too much of. Then next month, I want to add, an extra 10 minutes of cardio to my program. Just make small goals that will add up over time, and it won't overwhelm you. When some people try to go from 0 to 100, they get burnt out so fast, and they're like, I can't do this. So even when I start people on, new programs, and they're like, oh man, I want to train 5 days a week, and I want to do this and that. And I'm like, no. We're going to start Monday, Wednesday, Friday, full body workouts. In between, maybe we'll do 30-minute cardio on Tuesday and Thursday. Your diet, I just want you to focus on this and this. And that's what we do for the first 4-week block that I determine. Then the next 4-week block, we're going to make these changes. And then over time, they're on a full-blown program. They look completely different. They feel different, and they're ready for it.
Yep.
So that's another thing. Be patient and do it slowly in increments, and that's the best way to go. Don't look at the end of the road.
Yeah.
You got to make it through the first block and the second block before you
Okay.
get to your destination.
I like that. That's
And
good.
before you know it, you're already there.
Yeah, and then you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, holy crap.
Yep.
And then then you maybe go past the expectation
Yep.
that you had for yourself. I've had so many people that I've worked with that they're like, listen, I never want to get on stage. I don't want to do that. Would you work with me? I'm like, of course, I work with everybody. And then I work with them for like a year, and then they go, oh my God, coach, I got something to ask you. I'm like, what? They're like, you think I could do a competition? I'm like, you told me you would never get on stage. They're like, I don't know, but I like the way I look. Maybe I want to try it. And I'm like, hell yeah, you can, So you never know. Sometimes you go way past where you thought you can get,
Yeah.
And that's the great part of it. That's the great part of this activity, sport, whatever you want to call it. is that unlike other sports, eventually there comes a time where you can't really do it at the same level anymore. You know, you just can't, you know, the running back, when you're 25 years old, you can't be that running back at 45 years old, or quarterback, whatever it is, except
Right.
to Tom Brady, but basketball player, whatever it is, boxer, look at Tyson. I mean, he can't quite do what he did when he was knocking people out in the first round. But with bodybuilding and weight training, you could just keep getting better. You just got to keep doing it. You got to make it part of your life. It's like it's part of Tim's life. It's part of my existence. Like I'm always telling people, you're going to bury, if I'm in the hospital on my deathbed at age 98, there's going to probably be some light dumbbells in the bed with me that I'm going to be like lifting. The nurse is going to be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I got to pump my biceps, you know?
That's right.
It's like it becomes part of your life, you know? And
Lifestyle.
you could just keep getting better. Like I said, one day I was at a competition, this guy came out on stage, the crowd went nuts. He was like 90 years old getting up on stage. He was like the oldest bodybuilder ever to get up on stage. And, you know, you could tell he was older, but he maybe looked like 75. He had abs, he had veins, you know, like, I was like, and the crowd went nuts for this guy. 90 years old. 90 years old. My own parents, they thought they were old when they were 50. I'm like, no, come on now. So that's the great thing about it. Just don't ever say that there's a day that I'm going to stop. Just get up and you go back to the gym. Get up and go back to the gym.
Keep going.
Just keep going.
Lifestyle.
That's it. It's a lifestyle. There's no such thing as I hate diets. I mean, I'm going on a diet. No, you change your lifestyle.
Exactly.
You know?
That's how I did it. That's what I did.
It's not a diet, like you say. It's just a lifestyle. It's not
It's
a
a lifestyle,
diet.
you know? I
That's
mean,
why they
yes,
fail.
you diet for a competition because you change your diet to achieve a certain result. But then after the competition, I love when people used to say to me like, oh, Eric, when you're done with your show, you're going to go back to just, you know, eating like, I'm like, no, I'm going to just eat more of the same, but more, you know, because now I don't have to be, you know, down at this weight or whatever. And they just didn't understand that. I'm like, no, I've changed my lifestyle. This is not just a temporary thing to get into shape and then what? Get out of shape? What's the purpose of that?
Makes no
It's like
sense.
so dumb.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. I'm like, you know, I always want to be in shape. I always want to be able to take my shirt off and be proud.
Yeah.
So that's what it's about, man. It's lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's lifestyle.
Big lifestyle.
It's,
Thank you again. Appreciate your time, taking us through the workout, sitting down with us. Very much
problem.
appreciated. Thank you for telling your story. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode. What's your story?